Goenaga and Urbieta go at it in singles. Goenaga 1-0 to begin this season. Urbieta 0-1. There's one match played for both players.
Here's the serve. We begin. Backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta left side. Goenaga makes a save. Urbieta attacks from the 7 line. Hard to the inside. Beautiful catch. Overhead by Goenaga. Urbieta with a light touch, trying to thread the needle, hit the pad, and the pad is bad. Goenaga gets the first point of this match for the Renegades. He serves.
And I'll tell you what, if that hits, it scores. Unfortunate break for Urbieta to get things started. Trying to get the 2-wall off his footing.
Yeah, it fell just short.
And he knows he's going to have to throw shots against Goenaga. I mean, the front quarter, but also an aggressive one.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta to the inside. Urbieta. Urbieta forehand missed up there at the 5 line on the side wall. 2 points for Goenaga. He serves.
Closer you get that ball, more difficult it is. I mean, you see
nothing
Urbieta,
easy about that.
Yeah, again, you're off your footing.
Running
ball's
backward,
on the wall. Back quarter's not used to playing as many Urbieta's too. A lot of factors working against him. Just couldn't keep it going.
Got to try to get the ball in the cesta and then back up to the front wall. Just was not able to do that there. Here's the backhand by Goenaga. Backhand from the 9 line. Urbieta, that rebound off the back wall, played by Urbieta. Goenaga makes a save. Too short. Urbieta's on the board with a point and the serve.
And just a little bit of a misread there for Goenaga. I mean, the way that that ball was spinning is going to open up a little bit more off the back wall. How do you know? It just depends what surface it hits first. And from the forehand, if you're able to hit front wall, then the side wall, really going to open up a little more off the back wall, and Goenaga just couldn't make his way out to it.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is good. Here's Goenaga. Backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Urbieta dropping. Saved by Urbieta. Goenaga, forehand from the 6 line. Low and hard to the inside. Scores! 3 points for Goenaga of the Renegades. He serves.
Yeah, when you're putting the ball that close to the side wall, there's really nothing your opponent can do. I mean, a perfect backhand comes shooting out. Urbieta just lays it up. Goenaga's got it on the forehand, and there's only so many of these forehands that you can take crossing the side wall.
Urbieta down low with the catch. Here's the backhand. Urbieta, that rebound from the back wall, played on the forehand of Goenaga. Too hard, too high. That's the overhead screen. 2 points for Urbieta, the Devils. Urbieta has the serve.
And very reliable with that. Urbieta, too. It's a break for Urbieta, getting now his 2nd point. It hasn't really had to do a whole lot here in terms of shot making.
There's the backhand by Goenaga. Urbieta, beautiful catch at the sidewall. Powerful backhand follows. Scoop by Urbieta. Here's a backhand. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4 points for Goenaga of the Renegades. Goenaga has the serve.
You try to give that one a little bit of extra height because you know it doesn't have a ton of power. You don't want to give it to Goenaga up there around the 8 line where he does the bulk of his damage. I said a little too high, catching the rail above the front wall.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Backhand by Goenaga. Goenaga, left side, 2-all, executed perfectly to score. 5 points, possible set point for Goenaga of the Renegades.
Elevated that 2-wall a little bit, but Goenaga generates a little more spin that opens up nicely off the front wall, just dropping inside the boundary to score.
Powerful, powerful serve by Goenaga, stopped by Urbieta. Here's the rebote. 2-all. Urbieta reads it, stops it to the outside. Karam return will score. Well thrown. 3 points for Urbieta. Still possible set point for Goenaga.
Yeah, first golden opportunity to shoot a 2-all, and he executes it perfectly. When you don't throw a 2-all of your own that well, that's the shot you're going to get back. Got to execute that Karam from the outside. Urbieta does so.
Powerful serve by Urbieta. Here's the backhand by Goenaga to the inside. Rebote, forehand. In and out of the cesta of Goenaga it goes. 4 points for Urbieta. Still possible set point here for Goenaga on the orange shirt.
When that ball kicks off the sidewall back across to the player's forehand side, you see a lot of misses. Just the way the ball spins, it's difficult to control.
Absolutely. Every surface the ball touches, after you throw it, spin just changes ever so slightly. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve. Again, lands between the forehand 7 line. Cortada serve, that's bold. That's sidearm serve thrown low and hard, especially with the lowering of the pad that's taken place these last couple months. Bold shot, a bold attempt rather. Here's Goenaga on the backhand from the 11 line. Urbieta, backhand from the 9. Rebote, that rebound coming out on the wall is hooked to the floor. Score is now 5-5. This is set point.
Oh, we saw Alex come back in the first match, able to tie it up at 5-5. Couldn't get that decisive 11 points. See if Urbieta can do so here. But nothing overly complicated. I mean, you put the ball close to the side wall, make that rebote more difficult for Goenaga, and finally you see him come undone. He hooked it a little bit.
I think Goenaga has not been making many mistakes last several weeks, actually.
Oh.
Fault over serve, second serve. Must be good. Here's a backhand by Goenaga. Rebote, forehand. Catch by Goenaga. Rebote dropping, saved by Urbieta. Picked up by Goenaga. Scoop by Urbieta. Good catch, powerful return. Rebote. At forehand rather, passes. There's the backhand by Urbieta. Rebote coming out. Excellent save by Goenaga. Here's Urbieta. Karam by Urbieta.
Wow.
Lands in and scores.
What a comeback.
Point and set for Urbieta of the Devils. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Wow. What a comeback there, Stu. I mean, an exclamation point to end it. The sidearm Karam, and Goenaga not really close to it. You see the smiles there, and yeah, stole that first set away from the Renegades. 6-5. Take a look at some replays here.
Urbieta really came alive as the set went on.
Well, this throw is the key, kind of dying off the back wall. Goenaga's got to go to the floor. Urbieta's got one shot at it here to close it out, and how about that?
That's
look at where that opens up.
Karam from a difficult position on the court. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our third of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. About a minute to go before we begin our second mandatory set. Scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And two different benches over there, all smiles for the Devils and very serious on the side of the Renegades. But
I don't think the Renegades, I mean, no one wants to lose a set. They're not willing to give up any set at all.
No.
I mean, all teams approach it just with a
time.
slight difference of aggression, and the Renegades just, to drop a set is sacrilege.
Yeah, and for Goenaga, I mean, he's had a lot of success in Battle Court, but in particular here in singles.
2024 has been a great year for him.
In fact, the last time we actually saw Goenaga lose a singles match out here was back on November 27th, 2023 against Benny. So he's gone from season 4.
Wow.
He went a full season, and now we're into season 6. This is his second match. We haven't seen him lose in quite a while. Dropped the first set here, though. Urbieta with some great play, aggressive play, and again, not many shots being thrown, but the ones that he did throw, all scoring.
Judges blowing the whistle, meaning it's time to begin our second set. Goenaga definitely ready. Urbieta about to tie his cest on.
And so Goenaga's been out there for quite a while.
I think Goenaga's been ready since he dropped that set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget the clock. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next set. Goenaga will have the serve for the Renegades. Here's the serve. Second set has begun with a beautiful catch by Urbieta. Urbieta just missed by Urbieta. Goenaga up on the board first here in this second set. He serves.
And walking back to the service box with a purpose. Second time that Urbieta struggled on that longer rebote. I mean, he's had to work his way all the way up in front of about the 6th line. And he's missed both.
You want to get into a position where it's above your waist to be able to make that rebote. There's a backhand by Urbieta. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side by Goenaga. Urbieta takes it on the bounce at the 8 line. Low and hard from the forehand. Gets by Goenaga. He saves it the other way. That's in play. And it scores. Tremendous second effort by Goenaga. Gets his second point in the second set. He has the serve.
Yeah, Stu, you said it. I mean, never say die here. Misses it. Clean miss on the scoop. Digs out the rebote. High off the front wall. Urbieta got caught ball watching. Wasn't moving up on the ball. Flat-footed, forcing that difficult scoop.
Now, that's a particularly big bounce that we just saw. Here's a catch by Urbieta. Backhand from the 12 line. Rebote, left side. There's Urbieta on the backhand. Rebote left side. Goenaga winding up, sends it inside. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Here's a backhand from the 10 line. Wall to wall. Rebote forehand with a light touch. Too light. That hit the pad. Urbieta is on the board with a point for the Devils and the serve.
Boy, it looked like he tried to throw a drop shot off the rebote, Stu. It looked like he cut off the motion there.
Yeah, I don't believe that he hooked it.
No.
I believe he was trying to turn that into a shot, forcing Urbieta up to the front wall again to try to make the catch, and just didn't work.
But again, I mean, all timing, that's difficult to get everything lined up perfectly, and he made a good catch, just falling a couple feet short.
Got to clear that pad. Fault over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. Second serve must be good. Here's a backhand by Goenaga to the inside. Rebote forehand. Lay it up. Caught by Goenaga. He winds up. Costado 2-all will score. Goenaga has 3 points here in the second set. He serves.
Yeah, and given the way that sequence went, I think you're going to see Goenaga throw a couple more 2-balls. Urbieta been taking time on the serve, looks gassed. He's worked hard so far.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Powerful backhand by Goenaga. Urbieta forehand. Urbieta sets. Here's the backhand from the 11 line. Goenaga winding up. Costello 2-all. Stopped by Urbieta. Urbieta going high, a little too high. That's out of play. 4 points for Goenaga of the Renegades. He serves.
Trying to get that high carambola or the 3-wall.
Does he throw that often?
Not often. I mean, doesn't have many opportunities. You have to be up in the front court on the outside, and that's not really Urbieta's. Not really his game.
Not really his style. No, he hangs in the back and just catches and
What I like about the ball hitting the back wall though is it forces the opponent to think a little more. You have to be in good position. They could catch that one in the air on the high carambola.
True. Urbieta forehand. This one caught by Urbieta. Urbieta winding back up, sends it up the middle. Goenaga's there. Costello 2-all will score. 5 points. Possible set point for Goenaga of the Renegades. So a possible split set situation here if Goenaga is able to finish it, forcing our first third set of the evening.
Yeah, not surprised the way that he's come out to begin this second set. I mean, a lot of energy, playing with a purpose, a little bit more aggressive. But again, Urbieta seems a little more tired too.
Low hard serve by Goenaga, caught by Urbieta. Here's the backhand. 2-all. Will land in and score. Point and set for Goenaga. We'll move on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
Well, that's the way to close it out. 2-all off the rebote, landing in to score 6-1. What a comeback there, Stu.
Yeah, very well done. Here we see a replay. Shot off this, caromed off of the side wall. Just beautifully done to score. Here we are in the DraftKings players cage. See team captain Gosheri talking with Goenaga. Imagine the advice is something along the lines of make sure you win this third set.
A chance for the Renegades to sweep the singles if Goenaga can do just that. Gosheri and Ben winning previous 2 matches. You see him right there. Even when they're not playing, I mean, Gosheri heavily involved in Ben, and a lot of gadgets back there, keeping the team hydrated, keeping them cool, keeping them dry, whatever you might need, Ben's got it.
Every week, Ben strives to bring something else to his game because he's always practicing. And I think when he's not doing that, he's like creating merch for the Renegades.
Yeah, he is director of apparel also. I don't know if he made that sweatshirt though, but we're getting word that perhaps he did make that sweatshirt himself, Stu.
How about that? It would not surprise me at all.
Me neither. Again, still some pretty good signs there on the Devils sideline. I mean, going to a third set here against Goenaga, I mean, with a chance to close it out here.
Goenaga already on the court, ready to begin. Urbieta happy to let him do that.
Yeah. Now, Urbieta is, there's some players that they like to be out by the time that clock runs down. When that clock hits 0, he's like a first whistle from the ref, and then he'll put that helmet on.
There's some players who they like to keep the pace of the game much quicker, either for their own benefit or try to throw their opponent off. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and final set. The first player to reach 6 points will win this match. Urbieta has the serve for the Devils.
And maybe Urbieta just saving a little bit here for this third set. It's going to be tough to close out Goenaga. He will have the serve to begin. And this win, Stu, would inject maybe a little bit of life into the Devils' side. I mean, they need it desperately. This would be a big one.
Here's a serve by Urbieta. We begin the third and final set of this match. Powerful backhand by Goenaga. Urbieta forehand to pass, and it does. Urbieta forehand Urbieta to the inside. Scoop by Goenaga. Urbieta forehand again. That one does not clear the pad. First point of the third set goes to Goenaga of the Renegades. He serves.
And that's the tendency when you go down to the floor sometimes. You just kind of flick your wrist to try to get it up there, which can result in some hooked balls and not making it up to the front wall there.
You do need to get the ball back up to the front wall, which sometimes just involves a save. But like you're saying, you either flip it up there and don't do anything with it, or you feed your opponent.
Right.
Beautiful serve by Goenaga. Here's the backhand. What a catch by Urbieta. Up the wall and down with the ball. 2-all. Stopped by Urbieta. Urbieta powerfully from the forehand. Stopped, but not held on to by Goenaga. We're tied up at 1 point apiece. Again, we're in the third and final set. First player to reach 6 points is going to win this match.
Again, this is the type of shot that you see missed often. Urbieta, how about this, though? Beautiful catch. I mean, that was on the wall, crossing up high. Would have forced a difficult rebote. Got up there himself.
Here's Goenaga on the backhand from the 12 line. Urbieta low and inside, saved with a light touch, too light. That did not clear the pad. Second point for Goenaga of the Renegades. Goenaga has the serve. I'm personally not a fan of going fancy in the third set.
No.
On a drop shot Urbieta on the forehand from that particular part of the court. I mean, you're far back.
Right.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta forehand. Caught by Urbieta. Urbieta from the right side. Powerfully. Wall to wall. 2-all will land in and score for Goenaga. That's 3 points. And the serve.
Came right up the middle, and Goenaga, prime opportunity to turn that into a shot.
Not taking anything away from Goenaga. It wasn't a particularly well-thrown 2-all, but it was enough to score.
Right. Again, I mean, your opponent waiting for it, flat-footed on the inside. That's all you need, just a little contact.
Urbieta forehand by Goenaga. Backhand by Goenaga to the inside. Here's Urbieta. Goenaga will let it pass. Urbieta. Ball taken on the bounce. Urbieta just passes. Urbieta to the 9 line. Catch by Urbieta. Backhand from the 7. Wall to wall from the left side of Urbieta. Goenaga makes a save. Scoop attempt is missed. Ball passes to the inside and scores. 4 points for Goenaga of the Renegades. He serves.
Ball, Urbieta standing up there at the 7 line. I mean, he's expecting that ball to come to him in the air. When it doesn't, that leaves a difficult scoop.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Yeah, fortunate for Urbieta, that ball to get kicked way up in the service box, too.
That ball crosses the side wall and scores perfectly off the serve by Goenaga. He has 5 points. This is possible match point.
Yeah, since that first set, all going Goenaga's way here. And 11 of the last 13 points.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta to the inside. Urbieta. Scoop by Urbieta. Scoop attempt missed. Urbieta not there. Urbieta on the board with a second point. Still possible match point for Goenaga.
And honestly, I mean, every set has kind of started off this way where Goenaga's dominated. The only one that Urbieta won, he came back right at the end, winning, what was that, 4 in a row? So
we've seen it in
Yeah.
Battle Court way too many times.
Complacency,
5-1,
you know?
and just something happens.
You just feel like you're so close to the finish line, and you don't want to make a mistake, but your opponent is desperate, and they start to put a little pressure on you, and we see momentum flip.
Here's the backhand by Goenaga. Caught by Urbieta. Backhand from the 9 line. Urbieta is on the wall, played beautifully by Goenaga. What a catch by Urbieta. Urbieta forehand to the inside. Here's Urbieta. Backhand from the 8. Urbieta on the catch. A backhand to the inside. Goenaga's there. Backhand from the 10. Urbieta not coming out. Point set and a hard-fought match for Goenaga. Taking it in the 3rd set for the Renegades, 6-2.
And with that, the Renegades do sweep the singles. You see 3 points, still none for the Devils. 3 doubles matches left. 4th, 5th, and 1st division doubles in that order. Correa and Ben take on Alex and Bradley. That's coming up in just under 3 minutes. Take a look here at the game day scoreboard. Now a whole 5 points ahead of the Chargers are those Renegades up at the top. The Devils still stuck at 5.5. We got our winner ready to go. Goenaga stays perfect in singles. Here he is.
All right, Goenaga, this is your 9th singles win in a row dating back to the last season of Battle Court. What has been the key to your success in this singles division?
Well, I think that I try my best in every match. I think that today wasn't my best match. I didn't feel comfortable on the court, especially on the first set. I started winning, but I wasn't playing well, either on the second or on the 3rd, but I won. That was the goal. I'm happy for the win.
Well, Goenaga, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.